can sign up to use it and apply and get funded in the same day. What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Currency Accounts, where I cover all things money. The product we're covering today claims that you don't need a good credit score in order to be approved. And what I thought was pretty interesting is that it's purely peer-to-peer lending, which means it's people like you, people like me that need to borrow money or that have the ability to lend money to other people. So I'm here at their website, solofunds.com, and it says community finance is the answer. So you can lend, borrow, or bank. So SoloFunds is a community finance platform where its members step up for one another, borrow, lend, and bank on your own terms, and no mandatory fees. Lend to other Solo members to make an impact or a return. We are people helping people. Whatever happens, we've got your back. So you may be thinking, why would some random person lend money to another random person, right? It's not a bank, it's not a lending institution, it's not a payday loan. Why would somebody lend to somebody else? Well, that lender, let's say me for example, if I wanted to lend here, I'd be getting a return on my money, potentially be getting a return based on you paying your loan back. So this app would actually help everybody out. It would help somebody who has money to invest, and it would help somebody that needs to borrow. Right here in the terms and condition, it says, please note, your application for any loan through the platform is subject to a separate agreement with the third-party loan provider that would be provided to you upon your application. This agreement doesn't cover the loan applied for or obtained through the platform. SoloFunds is not a bank. The bank service are provided by Synapses Partner Banks, member FDIC. Tips and donations are voluntary. For funders, returns are not guaranteed and the loan amount may be lost. So just to be clear, SoloFunds is not a lender. It's more of a peer-to-peer platform where anybody, as long as you're a member, can fund loans. And funding is based on a number of factors, including your Solo score, repayment history, and reason for loan. What this means is your personal credit is really not taken into account when requesting a SoloFunds loan. And your Solo score will be based on your activity within the app and the cash flow analysis. I'll get more into the cash flow analysis in a second. When signing up, you're gonna need to link a bank account. So if you're prone to getting NSFs or carrying a negative balance, it's always best to have more than one bank account. And even if you only have $10 in that second bank account, make sure that bank account is clean. What I mean is no NSFs, no negative balances ever. And that's the account you're gonna use when you apply for a product like this, because more and more credit card companies, even banks, are using the Plaid platform, which means your credit score is not the only thing they're gonna use to determine your approval. And your bank account is now gonna take the place of that credit score. So make sure it's clean. And if you can, throw your payroll direct deposit into that clean bank account. If you want to help support the channel at the same time, make $100, click the link in my description to sign up for Chime. When you sign up with Chime and set up direct deposit on your new account, you receive $100 for doing nothing else but setting up a new bank account. So sign up for Chime, make some money, and help support the channel. Another perk of SoloFunds is that you can sign up to use it and apply and get funded in the same day. So when you sign up for SoloFunds and you want to borrow, you're going to submit a request. In that request, you're going to enter the amount you want to borrow, the amount you want to leave as a tip, and what the amount is for. Now just remember, you don't have to enter a tip, but if you put $5 on a $100 loan, more than likely an investor is going to see that and scroll right past your request. So you're going to want to make sure that you do leave a decent tip, because again, these lenders are not banks. It's people like you and me that are going to fund the loans. So if you're going to lend somebody $500 and your tip's only going to be $10, would you lend that money? No, right? So just keep that in mind. They do also have merch. How about that? SoloFunds is not engaged in the brokering or origination of loans made through the platform, but merely provides a marketplace for borrowers and lenders. Losing my voice already. I'm already knocking out a few different videos and I'm going in here. But anyway, what this means is you as a lender are pretty much on your own. When you lend this money, SoloFunds is not really going to intervene. They're just providing the platform to trade currency or to borrow and lend currency. I could only equate this to, for example, I have an RV that I rent out, right? I rent it out through various different platforms. There's one platform called RV Share. On RV Share, when I rent it out, they take care of everything. RV Share takes care of insurance, the payment, the processing, everything. I really don't have to worry about any of that stuff. So in this case, if I were to rent my RV and RV Share said, you know what, you're pretty much on your own. All we're doing is providing the platform for you to rent your RV. We're not taking care of insurance. We're not vetting your renter. We don't know if they're sketchy, what's going on there. Any claims, customer support, you deal with them. them one-on-one. That's pretty much what these guys are doing. There's probably other platforms where you can lend money or even borrow money. You have complaints, you have concerns, you deal with that platform. Here they're saying, you know what, you're on your own, which is good because there's no regulation pretty much for the most part, but it's bad just in case there's something that does arise. Peer-to-peer lending has been around for a while and this is nothing new, but the way they're doing it is kind of new because they're letting you as a lender pick the loan you want to loan out, and they're letting you as a borrower ask for any amount you want to borrow. And it's a pure peer-to-peer. There's other peer-to-peers, like for example, I believe Prosper is a peer-to-peer lending platform, but what ended up happening there is a lot of VCs, venture capitalists, fintech banks and stuff like that started buying up all those loans, pushing that small mom and pop lender out the way, people like you and me. Here it really is peer-to-peer. So Solo Funds is worth taking a look at, especially if you haven't been approved with other loan products. So I hope this video helped you out. Links in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check you on the next one.